Josh the Balloon Guy here, and today, as promised, I'm going to show off the Resurrection Story balloon that I do. And it is a very simple thing that shows off the full story of Easter. So you're going to need two 260s and a 5-inch round. In this case, I've got the just a dark brown 260, a green 260, which is going to act as our base. We're going to use that to make the 16 bubble square again, and then a black 5-inch round. Gray is maybe better for this, but as long as it's a different color than the one that you use for the cross and the tomb. All right, so if you saw my video a couple weeks ago, the 16 bubble square, we don't even nearly need half the balloon blown up. We'll go ahead and burp it, and then we're going to make 16 bubbles. Okay, and again, key is uniformity and making sure that you're rolling, that you're always twisting in the same direction. That bubble got a little bit bigger, so I got a little air. So we're at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and remember the whole time I was holding that in there, and then we're going to tie off at the base of that, and once we get that tied off, whoops, it's not going to cooperate. There we go. I'm going to tear off and save this little scrap to help us attach pieces here in just a moment. Tie the two ends together just again for good measure, and remember, 1 on one side of the knot, 3 on the other side, making our square pattern with our nozzle knot on the upside here, so that whenever it all comes together, it'll be on the inside and it can secure. So 1, 3, 1, 3, and then a natural 4, and then we twist, just kind of reposition everything. I did go, I guess, into more detail on this because I spent an entire video just talking about the 16 bubble square. That's why I'm doing this one kind of quickly. Just because I know there, like a couple of days ago, I have a video really talking about this. Okay. All right. We have our 16 bubble square in place. Now we're going to blow up the other 260, leaving just about a hand's width. Give it a good burp and tie it off. And then we're going to start with a 3-finger bubble. Okay. And then 4 2-finger bubbles. And we're doing those in sets of 2. So 2-finger, fold in half, match and twist. Do that again. 2-finger bubble. How about a 2-finger bubble? There we go. Match and twist. Okay, just a simple little cross. And then a 4-finger bubble. And a 1-finger pinch twist. Tear off. Woo-hoo. And if you lose it, you just grab another one. But otherwise, you would tear off and tie off. Okay? Because when you tie off, you normally get both pieces out of one balloon. But that's okay. For the other half, so we have our cross. Now we need our tomb. We're going to start with a 1-finger bubble pinch twist, a 4-finger bubble, 1-finger bubble pinch twist, match back up that 4-finger bubble, and twist off. And then we're going to do a loop on there. It ends up being really about 8 fingers. Okay, so it is almost, it's technically 2 hand widths. Okay, and then we go back into the opposite pinch twist. And again, normally I wouldn't have all this extra balloon, but I have it because the one popped. So whatever you have left over, you would tear off and tie off, and then you're going to use that little bit of extra there. And we're going to put this right over the knot, okay? Go from one side, and we're going to go back up into the pinch twist. Okay. And then we're going to put the other pinch twist on the opposite side. We're going to use that remaining scrap of green and go ahead and tie into that pinch twist. Okay. And then just match that again on the other side, going in between the two. Okay. And I'm going to leave the rest of that a little bit loose because I'm going to go really corner to corner here across my square. Or actually maybe from that pinch twist to the cross pinch twist here in just a moment. That'll give us an attachment point. Okay. So for the cross, you see right here where you have your two squares, there's an intersection. We're going to go into one of the squares. Okay. Bring that pinch twist over the intersection of the two squares and back up to the center of the other square and then back down underneath. Okay. So I went in here, pushed it to the center, back up through here, to the inside here, around, and then pushed it back down this way to help lock that in place. And then I'm going to take that scrap that I have, and I'm going to go ahead and go into that, and from the, I don't want it to be too tight, so I'm going to go as close to the end as I can, because that, like I said, gives us an attachment point for a headband, for a hair tie, to make a bracelet, or if we're tying it onto a wand. Okay. Then we're going to take our 5-inch round, and we want to blow it up just big enough to fit inside our empty tomb here. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap it around one of the pinch twists, and then put that 5-inch round back inside. Okay, so that you have, he was crucified on Friday, buried in the tomb, and on Sunday the stone was rolled away and he is risen. So, like I said, just a very simple illustration of what Easter is about. Crucified and buried on Friday. On Sunday, when they came to the tomb, that stone was rolled away and the tomb was empty because Jesus had risen. Like I said, that attachment point, you can use it for a headband. Okay. You can use it, wrap around a bracelet. And I just do that by looping it through. Okay. Or if you wanted to, let's take yellow to represent the sunrise. Do a quick wand. All right. That's 5. Let's do one more, just for good measure. And then you can take that, go over a couple of those petals, pull it back up, lock it in place, and they can carry around. So there's a couple of different ways you can go about them holding this and carrying it. The simplest one is just to carry it as it is, you know. So, but as always, keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.